Hey Gemini, this is Perrymore Tarot's weekend reading from June 21st through the 23rd, 2024. This is for Gemini. Last shuffle for Gemini. Let's see what's going on. Gemini, we have Ascendant Masters and the Sacred Temple. This tells me that over the weekend, you're going to really be trying to dig deep to make sure you're in the right place at the right time. I think Aries got this almost the same configuration. You could be dealing with an Aries or have Aries placements. But Ascendant Masters definitely is talking about, what you know to be true. But the Sacred Temple says that you're trying to make sure that those things are aligning so that you're in the right place at the right time. Like, ooh, yeah, Hanged Man and the Nine of Pentacles. You might find yourself saying, what I know to be true is that in order to be in the right place, I've got to have these synchronicities, these signs, this happening, that happening. And Spirit saying that sometimes it's not always so cut and dry. Sometimes it's just for you. It's not necessarily a universal thing. Like if you don't see 111, it doesn't mean that you're not in the right place, right? If you don't see certain signs and synchronicities doesn't mean you're not in the right place. Sometimes your angel number could be 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes, you know what I mean? Sometimes there's messages just for you, just there, for you to see. Aries had that somewhat similar message here. So you have the High Priestess, Four of Cups, Ace of Cups, and Queen of Wands. So this is definitely something that is curtailed just for you, a message or a sign or a synchronicity that only you would get, only you would understand. And they're also saying here that you might pass it up, you might ignore it, you might be disappointed by the message, you might think that it's a bad message. Like certain numbers or certain animals or certain insects or something, you may see it and go, oh my gosh, it's such bad luck, like a black cat or something. And it's like, no, Spirit is speaking to you primarily through this animal because you understand it to be something different. However, universally, it might be something bad, like a bat. Everybody's like, oh my gosh, I just saw a bat. It's Friday the 13th and all that junk. And, for you, that may be a key thing, right? Maybe your birthday's on Friday the 13th or something. There's something here where Spirit's saying you might be sad at first, like, oh my gosh, but it has a completely new or different meaning for you. So Spirit wants to throw that out there with the Hanged Man, Nine of Pentacles, Five of Swords, Temperance with Ascendant Masters. Speaks a lot about being patient so you can decipher the message. Don't allow yourself to feel like you have bad luck. And not yet. Don't let the fear sink in that, oh my gosh, I said that if I saw that would be a bad sign. Spirit's like, no, I need you to see it differently. I want you to know that because you're so focused on bad, perhaps this is what it is. Perhaps you see a bad sign. Spirit's like, you're so focused on that you're missing the good signs that we're sending you. So we're going to send you a bad one that you consider bad so that you can see that we're here because you're not seeing the good ones. There's kind of a vibe of that going on where it's like they're showing you all kinds of stuff. They're sending you how like you're asking Spirit for a sign and they're like, we sent you to 1,000 billboards, 200 angel numbers, and we mentioned your situation on the radio 15 times. What else do you want us to say? And it's like, oh no, Spirit isn't with me. All it takes is for me is to see a black cat walking under a ladder with a bat on top and a snake coiled around the ladder rungs. And they're like, well, let's just show them that so that they know we're here and we heard them. Because obviously Gemini's not listening. There's some kind of weird energy like this going on for you where they're not playing games with you, but they're trying to get you to see like you're not defeated by showing you a defeated sign, like a sign of defeat or something bad, which is interesting. And, that brings to mind that scripture, blessed is he who suffers, who is sorrowful, and who's suffering, basically, because they will be comforted in a sense. Or I think the Lord will succor you, SUCCOR, right? And I can't remember what exactly the words, but it's basically comfort you, right? And it's because then you are getting a sign or a synchronicity that Spirit is there for you. God is there for you, your creator, whatever your name you call the creator. And that's a blessing indeed, because most people walk through life and never have a sign. They'd have no clue of anything. I don't know if God's real or not. I don't know if this is real. I don't know if spirit's there for me. I don't even know if there's an afterlife. And you see people like that, and it's like you must feel sorry for them. They're lukewarm in life. They're just existing every day. And the people that are suffering, they get to see the people that have a testimony of something, that they're not alone in this world, are the ones that are blessed. And so the suffering sometimes could be a beautiful thing. And so spirit is showing that they're showing you signs of this through your sadness, through disappointment, through something depressing or disappointment. They're showing you through all of that, the abuse or the fears and the sadness, all this despair. They're showing you that they're there for you. And so they want you to understand that with the sacred temple of strength and the Queen of Swords. This is almost screaming out that yes, you too could, we care for you too. There could be billions of people, trillions of incarnations on this in this plane over generations, trillions, probably more. I don't even know. I have never counted. But you also are special. You also are protected. We also have something set aside for you too. And so that's where it's at. They're showing if you have conviction about your situation and you have an open mind, you're going to see the signs. Okay. Now you have new supportive connections coming in with Knight of Wands and the Four of Swords. And these people are going to block out everyone else and support you. I'm seeing people rushing towards you to protect you or to defend you. And they're not defending anyone else. This is just for you, right? And they may be newly supported, but it's more so new. That they don't usually just support one entity or one person, but they are just going to support you. Now, the honoring path here with the Four of Wands and the Two of Wands tells me that they're going to be successful at supporting you, and there's going to be reason to celebrate. I see the intention of you to make sure that you have a place to live for some of you. Some of you may be moving or wanting to make sure or solidify your housing situation, and you want to be you want to feel like there's almost like a vibe of saying it's a luxury to live where I'm at. It's a luxury to have what I have. It's like I want to say gratitude. Like there's an unspoken gratitude. At least I'm here. At least I'm right where I'm at. So there's something about needing to see things differently, even if you're dependent on someone else, even if you feel like they're taking advantage of you, even if you feel like the balance may be that you're on the losing end of something. They want you to be grateful that you're where you're at, and to know that you will succeed in something and that you will celebrate. They want you to know things will become stable, right? And they're going to send you signs and synchronicities through things that you don't consider to be signs of stability, signs of joy and luxury, because they feel like you're not paying attention to the signs that they did send, which is hilarious to me, because I would be freaking out. Like, you look around, you're like, wait a minute, there's a swarm of locusts in my garden, and they're like, we tried to show you that when your garden was plentiful, we tried to show you, you ain't hear it. So now we're going to send a swarm of locusts. Maybe you'll understand a biblical plague, and now you'll know that we're here for you. Okay? How about that? It's not meant to scare you. It's meant to show you that you're being singled out. The Spirit is talking to you. Please listen. Please listen before they do something weird. I just gotta throw that out there. I'm sorry. I have to say it. But you could be dealing with a Pisces quite strongly. We have Sagittarius or a Leo. We also have Aries, another Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. So you could be dealing with a Pisces Aries cusp or an Aquarius Pisces cusp. If you're not dealing with those signs could also be in your chart. They don't have to be, but that's what's here. All right, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.